Hi there, it's Michael Vandenham, and on today's training tips, I'm going to walk you through what to pack for a race weekend. In this case, I'm basing it around a cyclocross race weekend, but really you could apply this to gravel, mountain bike, road, whatever you want, kind of using the same principles. So first off, I'm going to run you through the process of how I decide what I'm going to bring, and then second, I'll actually show you what I'm bringing for this race weekend. Very first thing I do is go ahead and check what the forecast is supposed to be for the place that I'm visiting. But I don't just check the forecast, I also check what the historical norms are. If it's supposed to be sunny and 25 every day when I'm there, but historically it's cold and drizzly, I might err on the side of bringing some more wet weather gear just in case. The next thing I do is go and figure out how many different rides am I going to be doing. That includes things like warm-up, race, recovery rides, and everything in between. From there, I go ahead and make a list. For me, writing it down is the best way to do that, otherwise I inevitably end up forgetting something. Plus there's something satisfying about being able to cross things one by one off the list as you put them in the bag. So, when it comes to cyclocross, regardless of the weather, I have a few essentials that I bring to every single weekend, because like I said, you just never know. Those are a rain shell, leg warmers, arm warmers, about 1 million different pairs of gloves for all different weather conditions, and booties. Even if it's supposed to be a warm, sunny weekend, these just go into my bag no matter what. If I'm going for a longer trip and I'm not really sure what to expect, my pro tip is layers. The more layers you can bring, the more you can create warmer garments, even if you don't have that warmer garment. For example, if it's unexpectedly cold and I have a bunch of layers, I might go with a base layer, a short sleeve jersey, a long sleeve jersey, and a rain shell all combined to make a pretty warm jacket for all conditions. Again, looking at cross, some things that I always make sure I add in are 2 pairs of shoes. Now, not everyone has 2 pairs of shoes, but next time you get a new pair, set aside that old pair, because when it's muddy and you're doing a pre-ride, being able to put on a clean pair of shoes for the race itself is a game changer. Same thing goes with kits. I always choose to warm up and race in a different kit. Again, I know, not everyone has 1 million kits, but pick out that old kit that you don't ride in very often and warm up in that one. Get it all dirty, get it wet, and then being able to change into a fresh kit for the race, again, an absolute game changer. As you can probably tell, we're amassing quite a big list of things here. For a single race weekend, you might be bringing 3 or 4 kits. You might be bringing 4 different skin suits, 2 short sleeve and 2 long sleeve for different conditions, 2 pairs of shoes, a ton of different gloves, jackets, all this different stuff. But when you're prepared for the conditions, it makes racing so much easier. So there you go. To recap, my strategy is check the forecast, check what time I race, make sure that I have the clothes for that. Check the regular temperature for the region in that time of year. Is it typically colder, warmer? Pack clothes for that as well. Pack my essentials. Again, that's the rain jacket, lots of pairs of gloves, arm warmers, leg warmers, booties. Finally, make a list of everything that you think you're going to need to do for each ride that you need to do and pack for that. And then, when in doubt, add more gloves and socks. You can never have too many of those. Yes, this might seem like overpacking, but for me anyways, I would rather have too much cold weather gear or too much different weather gear than not enough, especially when it comes to a sport like cross. I hope that helps. See you next time on Training Tips.